Welcome back to Gaming Rewind. Now, usually we dive deep into the digital realms of your favorite games, but today we're doing something a little different. We're warping into the cinematic world of Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. Even after a decade, this film still has people talking, debating its themes, and pondering humanity's place in the universe. So get ready, we're about to embark on a deep dive into the intricate details and thought-provoking layers of Interstellar. One of the things that strikes me about this film is how it throws us right into this bleak, dystopian future where Earth is on the verge of collapse. We're shown a world ravaged by blight, choked by dust storms, a world where humanity is teetering on the brink of extinction. And what really drives home the severity of the situation is the absence of animals. No birds singing, no insects buzzing, not even livestock on Cooper's farm. It's this eerie silence that blankets the entire planet, highlighting the complete ecological collapse. It's not just a food shortage, it's the breakdown of entire ecosystems that makes the urgency of their mission palpable against this backdrop of despair. We meet Cooper, a former NASA pilot turned farmer. He's forced to confront this internal conflict between his yearning for exploration and his responsibility to his children. It's a choice between duty to humanity and love for his family. And this struggle forms the very heart of Interstellar. Another fascinating aspect of the film is how it plays with the concept of time. Time isn't just a plot device. It's a force working against the characters. You see it in the design of the Endurance spaceship, with its circular structure and 12 compartments, almost like the face of a clock, constantly reminding us of the ticking clock against which humanity is racing. And then there's Miller's planet, this water world where time dilation is so intense that every hour spent there equates to 7 years on Earth. Remember that ticking sound in the background? It's not just an audio effect. It's a day passing on Earth for every tick. It emphasizes how gravity warps time, based on Einstein's theory of relativity, and ratchets up the tension and the stakes in the mission. Speaking of the mission, it hinges on two plans. Plan A, which involves solving a complex gravitational equation to evacuate everyone from Earth. And Plan B, a fallback option involving establishing a new human colony using frozen embryos. But Plan B comes with some serious ethical questions. Isn't it essentially abandoning the current generation? It makes you wonder if the survival of the species justifies sacrificing individuals. And then there's the shocking truth about Professor Brand. The architect of the entire mission, he never actually believed in Plan A. He knew it was likely impossible but used it as a motivator, a beacon of hope to keep people working toward the common goal. It raises the question, are we justified in using deception, even if it's for the greater good? This moral ambiguity is woven throughout the film. We see again with Dr. Mann, a brilliant scientist who, driven by isolation and fear, betrays the mission for his own survival, his desperation, his willingness to sacrifice others for a chance at life. It's a chilling reflection of what can happen to human nature under extreme pressure. That line from him, "Pray you never learn just how good it can be to see another face," sends chills down my spine every time. It's a reminder of the power of human connection and the depths of despair we can experience without it. And it all leads to Cooper's visually stunning journey through the black hole, Gargantua. This sequence isn't just a visual spectacle. It's about confronting the unknown. Cooper is risking obliteration to save humanity. It asks us, how far would we go for those we love? Would you take that gamble? The visuals of the black hole are mind-blowing, and it's mind-blowing to think that it led to actual scientific insights. Inside Gargantua, Cooper stumbles upon the Tesseract. If we think of a book where each page is a moment in time, the Tesseract is like being able to physically see and flip through those pages. Cooper realizes that he was the ghost in Murph's bedroom, sending her messages through gravity, essentially influencing the past from the future to ensure his own existence. It creates this closed loop, demonstrating the film's idea that love and connection can transcend time and space. Remember Amelia Brand's line, "Love is the one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends dimensions of time and space." It suggests that love isn't just a feeling, it's a force that can alter the course of history. And it's that love between Cooper and Murph that allows him to transmit the quantum data from the black hole. The key to solving the gravitational equation and making Plan A possible, while humanity is saved. Cooper's return to Earth is bittersweet. He wakes up on a space station orbiting Saturn, decades later, to find Murph, his daughter, on her deathbed. It's a poignant reunion, full of joy and sorrow, reminding us that the time marches on, even as we conquer the impossible. They both lived long, fulfilling lives, driven by love for each other and their commitment to humanity. It's no coincidence that the space station is named after Murph. It's a symbol of humanity's triumph, showcasing how her work saved everyone. Passing on that legacy ensures their sacrifice wasn't in vain. The film concludes with Cooper setting off on a new mission to find Amelia Brand, who land on Edmund's planet to prepare for Plan B. Even after achieving the impossible, Cooper is driven by a new purpose, a chance to reunite with Amelia and possibly spark a new beginning for humanity. This open ending leaves us wondering about the future and possibilities that lie ahead. I think that ending is a reminder that exploration, both physical and emotional, is an ongoing process, a cycle that never truly ends. But let's rewind a bit and take a closer look at some of the intricate details woven into the film. One of the things that I find fascinating is Nolan's subtle nods to 2001, A Space Odyssey. Did you notice how the robots in Interstellar, TARS and Case, resemble the monolith from 2001 in their sleek, rectangular design? It's like Nolan is paying homage to Kubrick's vision, acknowledging the influence of that classic on Interstellar. And it's not just visual references. The opening scene of Interstellar, with Cooper waking up from a dream about a crashing aircraft, mirrors the opening of 2001, where we see the dawn of man. Both films begin with awakenings, transitions into new eras. It's as if Nolan is drawing a parallel between the evolution of humanity and our journey into the cosmos, suggesting that both are driven by curiosity, ambition, and a thirst for the unknown. Speaking of awakenings, remember that line from Murph when she sees Cooper after his nightmare? "I thought you were the ghost." It foreshadows the ending perfectly. Little Murph, unwittingly predicting her father's fate by the end. When Cooper returns from his journey through the black hole, he has become the ghost, a figure from the past, out of sync with time. Another detail that stands out is the omnipresent dust in Interstellar, a constant visual reminder of the dying Earth. The dust represents decay, suffocation, the slow death of a planet, a tangible representation of the crisis facing humanity. But the dust has a deeper meaning as well. Remember when Cooper realizes that the patterns formed by the dust in Murph's room are actually binary code? It's like the dying Earth itself is sending a message, guiding humanity toward its salvation. Even leisure activities have been impacted by the blight. Remember the scene at the baseball game? The players are terrible, a reflection of the societal shift away from leisurely pursuits and towards the necessity of survival. And when Cooper and Murph are driving back from that game, they encounter a drone, a seemingly insignificant detail that actually foreshadows the advanced technology that will eventually save humanity. That drone is a subtle hint that even in this desolate future, there's still hope for innovation. There are so many other details scattered throughout the film. For example, the books on Murph's bookshelf all connect to the film's themes of time travel, survival, and the power of the human spirit. They're not just set dressing. They're clues, Easter eggs for the attentive viewer. Take Cooper's return to the Endurance after visiting Miller's planet. He watches video messages from his children, witnessing decades of their lives pass by in minutes. The emotional toll of time travel is rarely shown so powerfully. You can see the pain in his eyes as he realizes the time he's lost, the moments he's missed. It's heartbreaking. But there's a glimmer of hope in Murph's message, when she reveals she's the same age as Cooper was when he left. It reminds us that time, though relative, binds them together. Another powerful scene is when Professor Brand reveals the truth about Plan B. You can see the weight of the world on his shoulders, the burden of a secret that could shatter humanity's hope. It's a sobering realization that even the brightest minds can be driven to desperate measures when facing the extinction of their species. It raises a fundamental question. How far are we willing to go to ensure our survival? Are we justified in sacrificing our present for the sake of an uncertain future? Interstellar forces us to confront these questions, but it doesn't offer any easy answers. Dr. Mann's icy planet almost acts as a reflection of his own emotional state, cold, barren, and devoid of life. His desperation and betrayal highlight the dangers of isolation. The scene where the airlock explodes, killing Romilly, is shocking and visceral. It underscores the ever-present danger and the constant threat of death. With their options dwindling, they decide to use the gravity of Gargantua to slingshot the Endurance towards Edmund's planet. It's a desperate gamble that leads to one of the most visually spectacular and conceptually mind-bending sequences in cinematic history, Cooper's journey into the black hole. That sequence is a testament to Nolan's vision, his ability to blend science fiction with philosophical inquiry. And as he enters the black hole, he's transported to the Tesseract, this five-dimensional construct created by future humans who evolved beyond our current understanding of time and space. They built it to guide Cooper, allowing him to communicate with Murph and center the quantum data needed to solve the gravitational equation. It's mind-blowing to think that these future humans can perceive all of time simultaneously, the past, present, and future. They've seen the path that led to their survival and orchestrated these events to ensure the history unfolds as it should. It suggests that our actions, our choices, can ripple through time and shape the destiny of future generations. We're not just pawns in some cosmic game, but active participants in a grand, interconnected tapestry woven together by the threads of time, gravity, and love. And it's love, that intangible force, that ultimately saves humanity. Cooper, driven by his love for Murph, uses the Tesseract to manipulate gravity, sending her the data encoded in the second hand of her watch, the same watch he gave her before leaving Earth. That watch becomes a symbol of their connection, a tangible representation of their love that transcends time and space. And it's that connection that enables Murph to solve the equation, paving the way for humanity's exodus from a dying planet. It's a powerful message that even in the face of overwhelming odds, love can prevail. After transmitting the data, Cooper's ejected from the Tesseract and rescued by a passing spaceship. He wakes up on a space station orbiting Saturn and is reunited with Murph, who's now an elderly woman on her deathbed. It's a bittersweet moment. A confirmation of their enduring love and the success of their mission. Cooper has fulfilled his promise to return, but he's missed decades of his daughter's life. It's a reminder that even when we achieve the impossible, time keeps ticking. We can't escape its relentless march. After saying goodbye to Murph, Cooper sets off on a new journey, alone in his spaceship, heading toward Edmonds' planet to find Amelia Brand. She's still out there, carrying the torch of Plan B, the hope of a new beginning for humanity. It's an open ending, full of possibility and uncertainty. Will he find Amelia? What challenges await them on this new world? This ending reminds us that exploration, both physical and emotional, is a constant process, a journey that never truly ends. But for now, let's shift our focus to some of the visual details and symbolism that enrich Interstellar. Remember how Cooper's farmhouse is constantly covered in a layer of dust? That dust is more than just a visual element. It's a powerful symbol of decay and decline, visually representing the blight that's plaguing Earth. It's suffocating, oppressive, a constant reminder of the planet's impending doom. But the dust also plays a key role in the film's narrative. It's through the dust patterns in Murph's room that Cooper discovers the coordinates to the NASA facility. And it's through the dust that he communicates with her from the Tesseract. The dust becomes a symbol of both destruction and salvation, a paradox that reflects the film's complex themes. Speaking of symbolism, let's talk about the robots. TARS and Case, they're not your typical Hollywood robots, all sleek and chrome. They're these blocky, almost crude-looking machines. But they possess an unexpected depth of personality and intelligence. I love how their design challenges our preconceived notions about artificial intelligence. They're not anthropomorphic. They don't try to imitate humans. And yet they're capable of humor, empathy, and even self-sacrifice. Their design represents a different kind of intelligence, one that's not bound by human limitations. And their names, TARS and Case, are more than just random labels. TARS is an anagram of star, which reflects the robot's role in guiding humanity towards a new home among the stars. Case is a bit more ambiguous, but I think it's a clever nod to the AI HAL 9000 from 2001, A Space Odyssey, a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence. It's another subtle reference to Kubrick's masterpiece. And it adds another layer of meaning to the film's exploration of our relationship with technology. And there's one more detail about the robots that I find intriguing. Did you notice the small dots next to Tar's name? Those dots are actually Braille. Nolan added them to make the film accessible to visually impaired audiences. It's a small detail, but it speaks volumes about his attention to detail and his commitment to inclusivity. Speaking of detail, let's talk about the music. Hans Zimmer's score for Interstellar is epic. It's a soaring blend of orchestral and electronic elements that captures the film's sense of wonder, dread, and the immensity of space. It's not just background music. It's an integral part of the storytelling, heightening the emotional impact of each scene. Remember that scene where Cooper and Brand are on Miller's planet and those massive waves are crashing down around them? The music in that scene is almost a character in itself, building tension and suspense with every note. The score is also filled with subtle details and hidden meanings. For example, the ticking sound you hear in the background during that scene on Miller's planet is precisely timed to represent one day passing on Earth for every tick. It's a clever way to emphasize the concept of time dilation and adds to the scene's urgency and dread. The music in Interstellar is a perfect example of how Nolan uses every element of filmmaking to tell a story, from the visuals and sound design to the smallest details. And it's those details, those subtle nuances and layers of meaning that make Interstellar such a rewarding film to watch and rewatch. Now, let's shift our focus to the film's broader themes. One of the most prominent is the idea of human resilience, our ability to adapt and overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. In Interstellar, humanity is facing extinction, the Earth is dying, resources are dwindling, and hope is fading. And yet the characters never give up. They keep fighting, keep searching for a way to survive, even when the odds are stacked against them. This is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, our refusal to succumb to despair, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. And it's not just about physical survival. It's about preserving our values, our knowledge, and our hopes for the future. The characters aren't just trying to save themselves. They're trying to save humanity. They're trying to ensure that our legacy, our achievements, and our dreams don't vanish with the dying Earth. It's a powerful message, especially in a world that often feels increasingly bleak and uncertain. And this message is inextricably linked to another of the film's central themes, the power of love. Love isn't just a romantic notion in Interstellar. It's a fundamental force capable of transcending time and space. It's the driving force behind Cooper's journey, his desperate desire to return to his daughter, ultimately. It's love that saves humanity. Cooper's love for Murph allows him to communicate with her from the Tesseract and send her the data that unlocks the key to our survival. A beautiful concept, the idea that love can conquer all, even the seemingly unyielding laws of physics. And the concept is deeply rooted in our own human experience. Love is what drives us, connects us, and inspires us to achieve great things. Love is what gives our lives meaning and purpose. And Interstellar, in its own grand and ambitious way, reminds us of that. Now, let's delve into one of the film's most challenging and thought-provoking themes, the nature of time. Interstellar uses the concept of time dilation to explore the relativity of time and how our perception of it can be distorted by gravity and our position in space. It's a mind-bending concept, but Nolan manages to ground it in human emotion, showing us how time can impact our relationships, memories, and sense of identity. Think about that scene where Cooper returns to the Endurance after spending just a few hours on Miller's planet, only to find that 23 years have passed for Romley, who remained on board. This scene really drives home the emotional impact of time dilation. Cooper essentially time traveled. He left behind his children, his family, his life on Earth, only to return to a world where everything has changed. While he's barely aged a day, it's a poignant reminder of time's relentless march and the sacrifices we make in pursuit of our goals. And it raises some profound questions about the nature of time itself. Is it linear? Or is it something more fluid and malleable, something we can manipulate and even transcend? Interstellar doesn't offer easy answers, but it invites us to contemplate the mysteries of time and how it shapes our understanding of the universe. And speaking of our place in the universe, Interstellar explores the theme of human exploration, our innate curiosity and desire to venture beyond the known and into the unknown. The film is a love letter to space exploration, celebrating our ingenuity and our yearning to push the boundaries of what's possible. The characters in Interstellar are driven by a thirst for knowledge, a need to understand the mysteries of the cosmos, and a belief that humanity's destiny lies beyond the confines of Earth. It's a message that resonates, especially in a time where space exploration feels overshadowed by more terrestrial concerns. Interstellar reminds us that we're explorers, adventurers, and dreamers. We have the potential to reach for the stars, unlock the secrets of the universe, and chart a new course for humanity among the cosmos. That final journey mirrors our own journey as viewers. We've been on this incredible ride through time and space, grappling with complex scientific concepts, ethical dilemmas, and ultimately connecting with these characters in a deeply human way. Interstellar challenges us to think bigger, to look beyond our limited perspectives, and consider the vast possibilities out there. One of the things I love most about this film is that it doesn't give us easy answers. It raises more questions than it answers, and that's okay. Those unanswered questions and lingering mysteries are part of what makes the film so powerful. It's not about spoon-feeding us a prepackaged message. It's about sparking our curiosity, igniting our imaginations, and encouraging us to keep exploring the mysteries of the universe long after the credits roll. It's the kind of film that inspires those late-night conversations, debates about the big ideas, and makes us ponder our own place in this vast cosmos. That's what truly great science fiction does. It doesn't just entertain, it inspires. It makes us think about the world around us in new ways. It challenges us to question our assumptions, expand our understanding, and embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder and possibility. So, if you haven't seen Interstellar, I highly recommend adding it to your watch list. And if you have seen it, maybe it's time for another watch. And that brings us back to Earth here at Gaming Rewind. I hope you enjoyed this unique deep dive into the world of cinema. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those gaming thumbs warmed up. This is Gaming Rewind, signing off.